Every day, something strange happens to us. Sometimes it's so frequent or so insignificant that you might not notice it. But some moments are so insane that we need pictures and videos to explain what went down. Now, get ready to check out some insane moments that, if they weren't caught on camera, no one would believe it.
In June of 2020, two school teachers were just driving in their car in the Shanyu County of Southeast China when they found themselves being hit from behind by a big, heavy load truck. Their lightweight vehicle shot forward and slammed into a cement truck parked just in front of them that was waiting at a traffic light. The truck that caused the accident kept going, though, and the female passengers found themselves in their car stuck between the two large vehicles. Their car was almost completely crushed, leaving them trapped inside. Both women in the front seats were miraculously saved from being crushed to death. Not only did they live to tell the tale of the freak accident, but a nearby resident of the city captured the whole thing on camera.
During the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season, a total of 9 tropical storms hit various areas of the world before the first day of August. The damage done by Hurricane Isaias was one of the most intense moments of the season. Although it started out as a tropical storm, it quickly intensified and was categorized as a hurricane just days after the National Hurricane Center began tracking it. It traveled from the Caribbean islands to Florida and eventually swept across the United States. The damage was the worst in areas like Dominican Republic, where huge trees were knocked down as the rain poured. Citizens of the country captured videos of rooftops being completely blown off houses, leaving people forced to seek shelter elsewhere. Pictures of ruined buildings in Puerto Rico also came to light during the aftermath of the storm, proving that Hurricane Isaias took out everything in its path.
Natural disasters are one of the scariest things you can experience, and it is nearly impossible to capture video evidence of them safely. In June of 2020, citizens of Mexico recorded the destruction that came from a 7.4 magnitude earthquake. The footage looks like something from a movie. A video of citizens running for their lives as a power line swayed back and forth was put on YouTube. But that was not even close to the craziest thing that the residents captured. Buildings were cracked in half, and ceiling tiles in grocery stores came crashing down. Mexico, especially Oaxaca, is no stranger to the power of earthquakes. Seismologists have traced the history of earthquakes in Mexico as far back as the 1500s. People back then didn't have the technology to record earthquakes, and they didn't even know why the earth was shaking beneath them. Today, the people of Mexico know exactly what to do when they feel the ground rumble. Find a safe place and pull out a camera. In 2019, citizens in the city of Himachal Pradesh, located in northern India, suffered one of the worst floods ever seen. Monsoon season is known to be a dangerous time, but the storm was unbelievable. It swept up everything in its path, including an entire bus. The passengers on the vehicle began to see just how intense the flood really was as they approached the Bees River. The flood had completely swallowed up the surrounding land, making the river much wider and more powerful. The people riding the bus decided they better get out and find somewhere safe. Just moments later, the bus they were in flipped upside down and was carried by the raging muddy waters down the stream. A bystander was able to record the whole thing, from the moment the bus fell into the river to it racing down the stream. The rapids moved so quickly that the vehicle was invisible in the distance in just a matter of seconds. In the country of Kazakhstan, you have to go where the wind takes you. It's too strong to fight, as seen with the strong gusts that were able to completely blow off the roofs of houses in 2 cities. In March of 2020, videos of houses being demolished by a windstorm were put online. No one could believe it because there was no rain, no hail, nothing besides some crazy intense gusts of wind. Residents of the buildings ended up being safe, but there was definitely a disaster to clean up after the wind finally died down.